Welcome to Glow. My name is Nikki Costello, and this is the second class in a 3-class series. Join me now. Stand up and bring your legs together in Tadasana. Feet together, calves together, thighs together. Press the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet downward, and lift the kneecaps and thighs upward. Bring your hands to your waist. With your hands here, press down from the hands to the feet. And on an inhalation, lift the waist all the way up to the armpit. Roll the corners of your shoulders back. Move the buttock inward and become steady in your legs. Maintaining this leg position, stretch your arms downward by your side. Urdhva Baddha. Cross your fingers with your right little finger down and extend your palms forward. Open up your palm and extend your arms from the outer shoulder all the way to the wrist. On an inhalation, raise your arms upward. Press the feet down and lift the wrists up. Stretch all the way up through the sides of the body to the hands. And release your arms down. Change the interlace of your fingers, left little finger down, and extend your palms forward. Look to see that the palms are open and you're lengthening your arms from the shoulders to the wrists. Firm your elbows. Press your feet down, keeping your legs steady. On an inhalation, raise your arms up. Lift up from the sides of your waist all the way up to your wrists. And release your arms down. Change once again, right little finger down. Extend your arms forward and inhale to lift your arms upward. And release your arms down, left little finger down, extend your palms forward, and raise your arms upward. And release your arms down. Roll the corners of your shoulders back, tuck your shoulder blades in, and stand tall, Tadasana. Now bring your hands to your waist, here's the waist. You can actually bring them a little bit lower so that you're able to feel the top of the pelvis. In this position, you can roll the shoulders back and start to have a clearer idea where the leg is coming all the way up and how the side of the trunk is lengthening. So in this position, I roll the corners of the shoulders back, I take the elbows back, and the upper back starts to move inward toward the chest. Now we'll take this as we widen the legs to the side for Utthita Hasta Padasana. With the feet wide apart, again, roll the corners of your shoulders back. From your outer hips, press the legs downward. From the sides of your waist, raise the sides of your trunk upward. Keeping the shoulder bones back, look straight ahead. So in this position, with rolling the shoulders back and the elbows going back, we're learning how to have more firmness in the upper back, your back ribs moving inward. Now revolve the leg. Turn the entire right leg to the right, and we're going to learn to turn the back leg with it. So as you roll the back leg, start to see that not only the front leg turns, but your back leg also turns until you can change direction. And now you're facing forward to the right. Then turn the right leg back in, the left leg in, and once again stand in Utthita Hasta Padasana. Hands on the hips, feet wide. Turn your left leg to the left. Turn your right leg. As you turn the right leg, start to turn so that the leg turns, the pelvis turns, and the entire trunk turns to the left. Revolve back to the center. It takes some time to get the leg to turn, the entire leg to turn from the inside out, and for the back leg to turn so that it comes forward. The aim in this turning of the legs is that we get our entire trunk to face sideways. Let's do that again together. So first, walk your feet together. You can bend your legs, walk your feet wide apart, and we'll start again. Turn the entire right leg to the right. Turn your back leg in, letting it spin and roll. When you get to this place, you might notice that you need to adjust your foot a little, walking your right foot more to the side in order to be able to turn your left leg all the way around. By walking the foot a little bit more to the side, you give yourself a little bit more width, a little bit more space. Facing this direction, bend your right leg until your thigh and shin form a 90-degree angle. Press the feet down and come back up. Let's do that one more time. On an exhalation, bend your right leg, releasing the right hip down and extending through the left leg from the thigh all the way to the heel. And then inhale to come up, revolve the leg in, and let's step the legs back together before we go to the second side. Widen the legs. Turn your entire left leg to the left, and then turn your right leg all the way in. And then see if you have to adjust, moving the left leg a little bit more to the left and turning the right leg in more. Revolving the legs fully. On an exhalation, bend your left leg. And as you bend the left leg, sit down. Let your buttock come down, let your thighs come down, and stretch your back leg, aiming to take the heel to the floor. Press the feet down, coming back up, turn your feet in, and step your legs together. Stand again for a moment in Tadasana. We'll do this again. Bend the legs, widen the legs apart. The name of the pose that we're doing is Virabhadrasana 1, with the legs. Turn the entire right leg out, turn the left leg in, adjust your feet, and on an exhalation, bend your legs. Virabhadrasana 1 legs. Stretch the back leg, and now extend your arms out to the side, using your arms to widen the chest and to balance the two sides. See that your left waist, left side of your chest comes all the way forward. Press down, come back to the center, and once again bring your hands to your hips. Exhale and prepare for the second side. Turn your left leg out, turn your entire right leg in. Stretch both the legs first as you turn to face the left. On an exhalation, bend your left leg completely. Bend from the very, very top, the root of your left thigh. Keeping that, extend your arms out to the side, reach your arms wider, and bend in the hips a little bit more. Press down through your feet to come up. Revolve your legs back to the center and step your legs back together. Tadasana. Extend your arms by your side. Now, the same direction. Bend, walk your legs apart. Turn your legs to the right. And this time, on your exhalation, you're going to bend from your hips, keeping both legs straight. Bend from the top of your legs. Move the legs back as you stretch the chest forward. Look forward, keeping your hands on your hips. Stretch from your waist upward and forward to your armpit. Bring your hands down to touch. Bring your hands back to your waist. Inhale to come up. Revolve your leg. And exhale. Adjust your feet if you need to start with that wide foot position. Turn your entire left leg to the left and revolve your right leg around. Again, encourage the entire leg and hips to turn. Press both feet down, and as you press down with your legs, lift up through the sides. As you exhale, bend at the top of your legs, look forward, eyes forward, extend from your waist forward, and see if you can touch the fingers down. Bring your hands back to your waist. Inhale to come up. Revolve your legs and step your legs back together. We're going to do this pose, Parsvottonasana, once again. So Parsva means side. Parsvottonasana is an intense stretch of the sides. When you turn your right leg to the right and your left leg all the way around, what we want to extend, what we want to lengthen are the sides. So if you need to keep your hands here on your waist or on your hips, this will help you understand where the sides of your body are so that you can take the legs back and then extend the sides forward. If you're unable to take the hands all the way down, it's not important. Roll the shoulders back first and keep stretching the sides forward. Then see if your hands can touch. Bring your hands back and inhale to come up. Revolve your legs and exhale here. Turn your left leg to the left and begin turning your right leg in. Press down through your feet, lift up through your sides. On an exhalation, bend at the top of your legs, and as your legs go back, your waist, your ribs, and your chest go forward. Learn to bend from the top of your legs. Keep moving the top of your legs back and the side chest forward. Then touch. Bring your hands back. Inhale to come up. Revolve the foot in and step your legs back together. Tadasana. Widen your legs. Parsvottonasana, Parsvottonasana. Wide-legged forward bend. So as we take the feet apart in this position, can you press the outer edges of the feet down? From the little toe to the outer heel on both feet. Press and maintain that pressure and raise the sides of the chest up. Similarly, like the last pose, we're going to bend from the top of the legs and stretch the sides of the chest forward. Then we press the legs down and come back up. This time, we'll do that again, and we'll bring our hands to the floor. Press your feet down, raise the sides of the trunk up, and as you exhale, bend at the top of your legs. Press and bend at the top of your legs. Bring your hands down now, fingertips to the floor, so that the hand is below your shoulder. Press your feet down, press your fingers down, and extend the chest forward. Take a deep breath in And breathe out. And now to come out of the position, you may need to relax your knees a little bit, let loose your knees, walk your feet in, your hands to your hips, and come up. Step your legs back together. Tadasana. Now, come onto the floor. Just go ahead and sit down. Stretch your legs in front of you. And then bend both legs, bringing the soles of your feet together. At first, there might be a distance between your heels and your pelvis. Over time, we want to decrease that distance. In order to do that, we start to get a little bit more movement, mobility in the hips. So bring your hands down behind you, press your fingers down, and as you press down, lift the sides of your trunk up. Press the legs down, press the thighs down, knees down, and raise the trunk upward. See if you can maintain that for a breath, and then release. Now bring the hands to the front of the ankles and see if you can bring your heels a little bit closer. Bring your hands behind again, and again, press the legs. This time, practice pressing the legs down. Exhale, press the knees and thighs down. One more time, press. This time, keep the knees and thighs down and raise the trunk up. Roll the shoulders back. And then release. Stretch the legs out and let them relax for a moment, releasing the legs from the inside out. It's very important in these poses that we've done that we learn this widening of the legs and the releasing of the legs from the inside out. We'll take Baddha Konasana one more time. Bend both the legs. This time interlace your fingers and wrap your hands around your feet. Press and release. And press the knees and thighs down and release for a moment. One more time, press and release. Release the hands and stretch the legs. Now you'll turn so that you can lay down from that same position. So you'll bring your legs into Baddha Konasana again, and your hands behind your back. Take a little scoot forward with your hips, seeing if you can bring your pelvis a little closer to your feet, and then come back onto your elbows. And then from the elbows, see if you can walk yourself down onto your back. This pose is called Seated Baddha Konasana or supine Baddha Konasana. You can see here that you may be able to get yourself a little bit closer. So you could bend your legs, bring your heels in a little bit more, and then widen the legs out again. You may find that you have an easier time bringing the heels closer, lying down. Let your arms extend by your sides, lengthening the arms from the shoulders all the way out to the tips of your fingers. We'll be here just a little bit longer. You may be feeling a stretch on your inner legs. It's a good extension. It's a good stretch to allow the legs to widen from the center. If at any point it feels like too much, just raise your knees back up again toward the ceiling. And now from here, raise the legs up if you haven't already, and extend one leg, making the entire back of the leg long, and then extend the other leg. Lying on the back in this position, let your legs release so that the entire inner leg rolls to the outer leg. You may need to widen your heels a little bit more to fully relax the outer hips, the buttock, and the lower back. You can close your eyes in this position as it's a resting pose. Let your entire body rest. Shavasana. Little by little, this pose helps us release any tension or holding so that the body lets loose, spreads, and releases into the earth. One by one, bend your elbows and rest your hands on the front of your body. Bend your legs one by one. Turn and roll to your right side. And press yourselves up. Thank you for joining me for the second class in this 3-class series. Namaste.